California, Valley Sports West, the heart of the fan.
Welcome to Angels Live, presented by your Southern California Cadillac dealers right here on Valley Sports. Yes, as you can see, Halos in Oakland at the Coliseum to take on the A's for the first of three starting here tonight. Here's on tap of the next 30 minutes, Jose Suarez. Yes, he is looking for his third straight win. Erica Weston will get a state of the team from skipper Phil Nevin, and the Halos will try to defeat Cole Irvin for the second straight time. That and much more happens right here, right now on Angels Live. As you welcome me inside our Santa Monica studios. Once again, I'm Ken French. That is Bobby Valentine. All right, Bobby, yes. Question for you off the top. So yes. we played Seattle 4 over the weekend. We play them 3 at home next week. We played Oakland 3 last week. We play 3 with Oakland this week. Yes. Kind of home and a home type of situation going on here.
Yes, it is.
Facing the same team within a short amount of time. Can that create some extra angst?
Yes. You know, we saw it happen before.
I appreciate you agreeing with me so much.
You know, with the games
Seattle
played with Seattle. And, you know, you get tired of some people beating on you or acting up or doing something that's messing up your hair. So, yeah, sometimes there's some angst there, Frenchie. But I think this is going to be more mano-a-mano because they're going to be playing up in Oakland before no fans, and it's going to be just 2 teams on the field, like old days. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
You know what? You painted a fantastic picture. That sounds like a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Do you know what's fun, though, is the long ball. And the last time these 2 teams faced off against one another, we saw a lot of them. We saw 7 of them from the Angels, 7 solo home runs last Thursday at the Big A. This is how it all transpired. No, by the way, they hit 7 solo home runs, and they lost the game, Bobby V, but this is the silver lining.
In one game, 7 home runs, all solo. That means we scored 7 runs, and we needed 8 to tie. So it wasn't the results we wanted collectively, but individually, there are 6 people going home with some bragging rights. 7
solo homers were the most in Angels history. It also tied a major league record. Yes, they would lose 8-7. Ohtani would go yard twice in this game. The 11th multi-homer game of his career. The 5th of the season. And this guy, Mickey Moniak, would go deep. His first hit as an Angel. That would be a home run as well. We have an update on him a little bit later on in the program, though, as we welcome you back here and we talk about the Angels lineup. So we showed you Shohei Ohtani. He is not he's not in the lineup here tonight in Oakland. No, not to worry, Angel fans. He's just fine. It's a scheduled day off. He's still scheduled to pitch tomorrow night, but he's been banged up. He got spiked yesterday on top of the foot. You know, he had the forearm cramp. So nice to see Shohei get a day off. And Maximus Stassi will be in the DH spot.
Yeah, and you know how hard he hits the ball. He hit a ball at about 106 miles an hour that went off the back of his right leg, and it was bruised from calf up to hamstring. I'm glad he's taking a day off. He needs a day off to get that body back where it needs to be for the run.
You made a great point yesterday about that samurai mentality. He does not want to come out of the lineup. He wants to be in there every single day to help his teammates win. I would not be surprised if you saw him pinch hit potentially later in this game if we need him.
If the Angels are ahead, he'll watch 9 innings and rest that entire time. Otherwise, you know, it's really a dilemma for a manager when you have your best hitter on the bench. I used to manage the Mets. We had Mike Piazza as a catcher, and often I would give him an off day. And every time a guy got on base, it was, do I pinch hit Mike now, or am I going to save him for the 9th inning? And if you don't use him and the game's over and you lost, you have to answer 1,000 questions in here. we'd have to answer 2 or 3.
All right. Well, yes, the New York media as opposed to the L.A. media. But one guy who's going to be leaned on here tonight will be David Fletcher, back in the lineup. Yes, Fletch lives back in the lineup after missing 69 games after undergoing double hip surgery. He has been as good, if not better, than we saw last year. How about this? Since he came back on the 28th, 320, 2 homers, 9 doubles, 9 RBIs. He's got 2 back-to-back 3 RBI games for the first time in his career.
Well, he's hot right now, feeling good about his swing. And, you know, he had a lot of time to change his point of contact. Yeah, he went to the plate during most of his career thinking he could have an inside-out swing and especially hit that high ball to right field. But the defenses got wise to him. And during his time off, he figured out a plan on how to come back. And that was pulling the ball. That's the one swing so far, one hit he has that he didn't pull the ball. That he could pull that swing out of his pocket anytime he wants it. But the idea right now is to get out in front a little more, pull the ball, straighten out those defenses, and then his patented swing to right field will have space to fall.
5 RBI the first 20 games of the season since he's come back. He's got 6 RBI, as I mentioned, his last 2, 5 hits shy of 500 for his career. Fletch doing what he does best, being a pest, and he's very good at it. Let's talk about Mickey Moniak. We showed him hitting a home run during that 7-home-run barrage last week at the Big A. Saturday night, he was doing it again, hit another home run, but then he would come up in the 9th inning, square, or actually it was a drag bunt to first base, showing he's got all kinds of skill. He would break the tip of his finger.
Yeah, his swing is a good pull swing. He shows he has power. He wasn't afraid to, get it out and hit it hard on a fastball. But here he's trying to prove, as you said, that he's very versatile. He can hit home runs. And you see, if he just had the bat at the point of contact from the start, he wouldn't have then had to move the bat to hit that ball, which caused him to interfere with the ball and break a finger.
Yeah, and you can see the blood already on his pants there. He would leave the game, and as we mentioned, not as bad as initially thought. Got some stitches. Hopefully back soon. It's all about how much pain can he tolerate once he does come back. 286, 2 homers, 3 RBI in 5 games. Go.
And just a quick note on that the hand is part of the bat, and if the ball goes in the foul territory after hitting the hand or fingers, it's part of the bat, and it's a legal hit.
Yes, very good there. As we transition into our home run blast. Yeah, Mickey had a couple so far. Angels hit the 7 we saw last Thursday. Let's hit some more home runs. This is how you play. Scan the QR code or visit ballysports.com/win. Compete for $20K monthly or full season. Your first play is, it's free. You basically pick 3 batters, score 1 point for every home run that you selected batters. Hit the more points you score, the more money you win. Taylor Ward, is this back-to-back for you?
Yes.
On T. Ward?
He's due.
He's due. Joe Adell is due, batting cleanup, and we got a lot of Yankees at the top of this one. As we take our first time out here on Angels Live, coming at you from our Santa Monica studios. Don't go far. When we do come back, Angels getting involved in the community. All about the Angels 5K fun run coming at you next.
Get closer to the action.
You gotta be kidding me.
Closer to the big blast.
Way, way, way out of here.
Closer to the great grabs.
Took a home run away.
Closer to the jaw-dropping plays.
Unbelievable.
With more highlights.
He struck him out.
More analysis.
You're going to see athleticism like you've never seen before.
And more live look-ins.
Wow.
Nobody gets you closer to the game.
Every night.
Only on MLB Network.
West, and welcome back to Angels Live on Valley Sports. Angels baseball, as always, presented by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Halos in Oakland for the first of 3. Hey, the Angels organization does so much in the community, and recently it was one of their signature events, the Angels 5K and Fun Run. Here is Carlin Baith after she laced them up.
Reporting to you from inside of the Big A. It's time for another Angels 5K and Fun Run. We've got live music, we've got a lot of runners, and this year it's all happening on Throwback Weekend. So you're encouraged to dress up in your best 70s and 80s gear. Let's see what this is all about. Sir, are you ready to run a 5K?
Yes, I am ready to run a 5K.
I've just been tasked to start the race. I have an air horn. I have never been more scared to do anything in my entire life. Pray for me.
Let's start this race in 3, 2, 1.
Mid-race check-in, how we doing?
Oh, we're doing awesome.
It's terrific. We have over 4,000 people here, and for them to be able to run around the stadium, experience Angels baseball as a fan, and get on the field, it means so much. So it's a really spectacular time.
Ready? Flip. Yep. Work it. Work it. Yep. 80s. Let's go. All right. Here we go. There are people getting lost in here. Sometimes it takes until the next 5K to get them out, but rumor is it's the most fun you'll ever have.
I'm just so excited that we got this many people to come out to get back into the swing of things. It's been a tough 2 years, and these people are great. They have more fun out here, and that's what it's about. Let's have some fun.
Doing it for the foundation! Let's go!
All about the kids, baby. All about the kids.
Yeah! Did you find the bubbles?
Yes, of course. I got a little shower in there. Felt great.
There you go.
Added motivation.
Hey!
Yeah.
Congrats.
Woo, thank you.
Flex. Let's go. Woo. Look at this 80s outfit. Pound it. Love it. Love it. That's a wrap from this year's Angels 5K and Fun Run. Thank you, everybody, for all that you do for the Angels Baseball Foundation. I'm Carlin Baith, and I'm going to go disappear into the bubbles.
Well done, Carlin Baith. You know the whole 70s, 80s things, you could have probably pulled that off, right?
Oh, absolutely. I was here in the 70s, and now I'm in my 70s, and I'm back.
That's what we're doing. We're making it. We're paying it forward right here with Bobby V. Let's turn our attention, though, back to tonight's game. Jose Suarez getting the start, his 14th appearance, 12th start of the season. And Bobby V, you and I had a chance to talk a little bit before we went on the air. Jose seems like a guy right now who's kind of flying under the radar because of trade and injury. There's a lot going on, a lot of flux going on with this rotation. He is quietly becoming consistent. He's going out there every 6th start. He's won his last 2 games. Give me 1 or 2 things that's enabling him to find some consistency now.
Well, he's obviously working quicker. He's confident. He trusts his catcher, and Kurt Suzuki's back there tonight calling the signs. And this is an interesting stepping stone for him because he's going back-to-back against the same team. So now the question is, do you go after the hitters the same way because the statistics show they didn't hit certain pitches, or do you change it up? And that's when you're talking about making adjustments. You either make an adjustment to change, or you make an adjustment to stay the same. And that's that old cat and mouse thing on pitcher against the hitter.
5 innings of shutout baseball the last time he faced these A's last week. And, of course, he picked up the win because he's won 2 in a row. But just a quick stat here. When he allows a home run, ERA 6.33. When he doesn't allow a homer, 2.93. Oakland A's 6th fewest homers in baseball. Let's keep our fingers crossed. That's trending in the right direction.
No homers. No homers. I'm with you.
Now, let's talk about the slider, though. One pitch that's starting to work to his advantage. What is he doing differently, or what's better about his slider?
Okay, Frenchie, my humble opinion, Patrick Sandoval took charge of the left-handed starters on this team, and I think he's done one heck of a job. And a lot of them have decided that their breaking stuff is their best pitch, and they're attacking hitters with their sliders and their breaking balls. And you see that he's throwing more of them and that they're being hit less often. He's confident right now in that breaking ball, and you could expect to see a lot of it tonight.
We talked about this with Reed Detmers, trying to find that swing and miss pitch, because your pitch count will go up, but they continue to foul it off and foul it off and foul it off. Hopefully, Jose Suarez has found that swing and miss pitch here tonight.
And just on that, 2 reasons you swing and miss. One, it's a great pitch, and you can't hit it. The other is you swing at something that it's not. That is, you're fooled by what pitch it is, and that's when pitches complement each other. So that's what we're looking for tonight, a swing and miss.
All right, lots of swing and misses here tonight. Let's take another time out here on Angels Live. Coming at you from our Santa Monica studios. When we do come back, we're going to get some reactions, some thoughts from Phil Nevin. Game 1 of the series, little state of the franchise. Erica Weston joins us next.
If you think they're excited, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Be quiet, win ball games, then I'll shut up or I'll shut up.
High Heat with Christopher Russo, only on MLB Network.
When it's about to go down,
this is the story of the night.
MLB Tonight takes you there.
You will watch it all together live.
How about that?
Big moments.
Oh, baby, 3,000 hits.
Big reactions.
Bobby Witt Jr.'s first big league knock.
And big interviews.
What was the first thing going through your mind?
Join TV's best baseball analysts for a big night of baseball. Only on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
Started in Oakland as you welcome you back to Angels Live on Valley Sports, brought to you by Jerome's. Catch the Angels action from Jerome's best seat in the house. Sign up for a chance to win at jeromes.com. Angels in Oakland for 3. Let's get an update on the team. For that, we head to Oakland, where Erica Weston standing by with Phil.
All right, thanks very much, guys. Nev, here we are back in Oakland. Jose Suarez gets the start in the first of this 3-game series, and he's been trending in the right direction in his 2 starts, finding out of the All-Star break. What have you seen with the growth from him in these last few times out?
Just getting ahead of hitters, more strikes early in the at bats. The changeup's been really good. Weiser's done a good job of just altered the grip a little bit, and it's got a little more dive to it. You've seen a lot of swing and misses and bad swings from really good hitters in this league. So excited to see him pitch again tonight.
When you're facing a team a week later and facing the exact same rotation as the last time out, who has the advantage?
I mean, everybody wants to say the hitter. I don't really put much stock into that. I mean, they always talk about the third time through the order. The more you see a pitcher, maybe a little bit of truth to that. But like I said, if a pitcher's on and making his pitches at days and pitches to hitters' weaknesses and does it effectively, I think he's still going to get outs. And, we continue to hit mistakes, and we're going to have the advantage there. So like I said, I don't really put much stock into that.
As a player, when you were in those circumstances, did it change your prep, or was it almost easier because you just did it not that long ago?
It actually probably made the day a little easier because you just seen them, so you probably don't do as much prep work because it's pretty fresh in your mind what happened 5 days ago, 6 days ago. So, for the guys today, we give them a little bit of break, came in a little later today. Still going to get all our work in on the field, but we don't really need to go through the pregame meeting like we had before.
All right, Shohei gets a scheduled day off in this one. I know last week we talked about maybe giving him one more additional day off here or there as we get down the stretch. Why was today the right day before he pitches tomorrow?
Well, it was either going to be today or it was going to be Wednesday, and I kind of gave him that option. Wednesday would have given him 2 days off, but with the day game yesterday, it's kind of almost like 2 days off. He gets a full, rest day from last night, and then today, a little bit of lefty on the mound, although he's got some pretty good numbers off of Irvin, but had a good game against Blackburn last time, and I think he likes to get out there and get moving the day after he pitches. So just made more sense for him to take and completely understand it.
Last one for you, facing your good buddy Mark Kotze once again. Again, I know we talked about that on the last homestand, but how special is it to share these moments across the diamond with the guy that you're so close with?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like I said, I'm proud of him for his path that he's taken, and he's told me the same thing. So, I think he's really, really good at what he does. A lot of patience right now with him. They take the job and then they trade most of your team away. I mean, I know that is very difficult, and I love him to death. And just looking across the field and seeing him, it's pretty cool. I told him that after the last series we played, and same will go as we are here today. We got a couple more series with him, but we'll get together and talk about it afterwards.
Two great Titans going head-to-head once again. Cole Irvin taken to the hill, as Erica mentioned, the exact same pitching matchup, Bobby V, that we saw back in August the 2nd. Suarez against Irvin, lefty versus lefty. And Irvin was very good against the Angels on that day. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks. Did give up that 1 home run as well.
Yeah, a real large human, 6'4", left-hander that, doesn't throw many straight pitches down the middle of the plate. So I think you take one side of the plate and either try to pull him or hit him the other way, and you'll have some success.
173 at home. Very, very good at the Oakland Coliseum. Oh, by the way, he went to Servite High in Anaheim as well. Maybe a little extra motivation here tonight. One more time out. When we come back, we'll look at the lineup for the A's.
Evan Longoria, a guy last year who was one of the catalysts to a surprising Giants team.
Meet Evan Longoria. He's watching MLB Network.
Longo's hitting with big-time power. Still that
because that's what baseball fans do.
Here we go, Longo, 2022.
It is gone!
Every time he steps up to the plate, goes into his windup, or runs one down.
He caught it! Oh, you won't see a better one than that!
He competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Angels baseball presented by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Jose Suarez will take the ball game one of a 3-game series against the AL West rivals, the Oakland Athletics. He just faced them last week, and he faced a lineup that looks similar to this. Bobby V and his Erica was talking to Phil. Is it advantage hitter or pitcher when you face a team less than a week?
Well, the reason Phil says, and I agree, that it's advantage hitter because the menu of pitches that the pitcher throws is fresh in your memory. So you can see those pitches. You don't have to visualize them from a report or from a video. And the other crazy thing is in this Coliseum or mausoleum or whatever it might be there in Oakland, you have to take advantage of the foul room and the inability of the ball to fly out of there. So the fastball away to all these right-handers, in particular, up and away, could really serve a good purpose.
And for a team that doesn't hit a lot of home runs, be aggressive, right? Be aggressive.
Yes. Let them swing, let them pop it up, and let everyone run it down.
All right. Well, Jose Suarez looking to get the Angels off to a great start in Oakland. Patrick O'Neill, Mark Gubiza, and Erica Weston will have the call. Grab a brat, grab a chair. Angels baseball coming at you next.
From inside jokes.
Hey, look, it's Mike Napafanakis.
To insiders' perspectives.
I like over 5.5 strikeouts on Walker Buehler.
Your best bet is the pregame spread. Served up only on MLB Network. When it's about to go down.
This is the story of the night.
MLB Tonight takes you there.
You will watch it all together live.
How about that?
Big moments.
Oh, baby. 3,000 hits.
Big reactions.
Bobby Witt Jr.'s first big league knock.
And big interviews.
What was the first thing going through your mind?
Join TV's best baseball analysts for a big night of baseball. Only on MLB Network's MLB Tonight.
To get this deal?
Domino's.
The heart of your team. The heart of LA. Valley Sports West. The heart of the fan.
Angels baseball.
baseball on Bally Sports is coming at you live from Northern California in Oakland. It's the A's and your Angels. Get ready for a 3-game series. Excited to be here. Our broadcast location, Mark Gubaza, I'm Patrick O'Neill. Only one of us has a one-hitter at this Oakland Coliseum.
Congratulations,
Guess who? Oh, thanks very much. Hey, no Shohei Ohtani in the lineup here today. That's very, very rare. Nothing to worry about, right? He will pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going to be pitching tomorrow night. I think at some point we keep thinking Shohei Ohtani needs a little bit of a breather, and to be able to get back on the mound tomorrow with a chance to win his 10th of the season, I think it's a great decision by Phil Nevin.
Yeah, he is due for that 10th win. Erica Weston will have more on Ohtani in the game. So, 2 infielders for the Angels really spraying the ball well. That is David Fletcher and Luis Rengifo.
And Fletch is really starting to drive the baseball. It's good to see Fletch when he's pulling the baseball. That's what's making more successful when you look back what he's done over this stretch. He's pulling the baseball, using the entire field still. He's given that outfield an opportunity to play straight up, not bring that right fielder in, because now that driving the baseball, I mean, look what he's done. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 3 doubles during this stretch. So he's hitting the ball well to all fields, using that power he's got now with those hips in a position where he can get through the baseball and do some damage. Luis Rengifo, boy, he's been unreal. We go back into June 22nd. He himself is using the entire field. He will turn on pitches early, but then when he's behind in the count, that's when you're going to see him use the opposite field, go back up the middle, and his hands are so quiet, even in a 1-2 count or a 2-strike count on a consistent basis, lefty and righty. It's good to see him. He's getting those at-bats, and his confidence level is through the roof.
Yeah, and Fletcher loves hitting here. He told me that in 28 games played, hitting .406. See if he can bump up those numbers. It's Jose Suarez against Cole Irvin tonight at the Oakland Coliseum. Much more on the super silky smooth Suarez. Back to the studio with Frenchie and Bobby V next.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Sign up for free for a chance to play your way to the 2022 Pitch, Hit, and Run National Finals. Visit pitchhitrun.com today.
Suarez on the hill, 14th appearance, 12th start of the season. Hope they get the Halos their third win of this road trip and first of this 3-game set in Northern California as the Angels take on the A's. Kent French, Bobby V back with you in our Santa Monica studios. Jose Suarez, 2 straight wins, finding some consistency. What do you want to see more of here tonight against these Oakland A's?
Well, as his manager wants, first pitch strikes, getting ahead, working quickly, and as I said, getting some outs on that high fastball away, which will create a lot of openings for his slider later in the game.
And you said it best. Use the Coliseum, or the Mausoleum. Use how big this park is to your advantage.
There's such good foul ball territory, and, you know, as soon as the sun goes down, the ball doesn't travel very well. Let him hit it into the air. I promise it'll work.
Last time he faced these A's, 5 innings, 2 walks, 5 Ks of shutout baseball. Jose Suarez, though, also have a little bit of swagger these days. He's get some consistency, confidence up a couple ticks.
Yeah, I think he feels like he's part of it now, not just trying to earn his way in. And when you're there, it's harder to stay there than to get there, but he's doing a fine job of staying there.
Jose Suarez on the hill here tonight, ready to get his Angels back in the win column. Game 1 of this 3-game series against the Oakland Athletics. We're about ready for the first pitch. Coming at you momentarily as the Angels A's. Hey, this is the same pitching matchup we saw back on August the 2nd. We'll have lineups in the first pitch next.
It is gone!
Every time he steps up to the plate, goes into his windup,
Swing and a miss!
or runs one down.
He caught it! Oh, you won't see a better one than that!
He competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Jump on him early, because that's what the Angels have done the past 2 starts, Scooby.
Well, even this season, when you look at what he has done, he's allowed 5 home runs in the first inning, and Shohei going yard against Cole Irvin early in the game. David Fletcher doing the same, bringing those hands in. He's done quite a bit of late back on August 2nd, not that long ago for Fletch. He continues to swing the bat well. He's got 2 home runs, 9 RBI in his last 6 games.
Well, David Fletcher will lead off, and he has tremendous numbers here at the Oakland Coliseum, followed by Taylor Ward, Luis Rengifo. That is Joe Adell, Max Stassi, Jared Walsh, Kurt Suzuki, Phil Gosselin, and Magneuris Sierra in center, hitting 9th. And going against Cole Irvin, your Belinda Servite, OC kid on the bump here for Oakland.
And he's really throwing the ball really, really well. You look at his record is 6-8, but a very good ERA, and he is a strike thrower. My go-tos to be successful against him tonight here in this ballpark is score early with the long ball. 5 home runs in the first inning, allowed And fastball to right center. He pitches outside very effective. He's not overpowering. So if a lefty try to turn on righty going the other way too, he's got to use that big part of the field against him because he's going to paint corners very well.
Well, a home run certainly played a part in the last time these two teams faced off. 7 solo shots for the Angels, but in a loss. Here is the Athletics defense behind Irvin. Chad Pinder, Sky Bolt, Ramon Laureano left to right. Infield is Jonah Bride, Elvis Andrus, Nick Allen, and Seth Brown, who swings a big bat, as does Sean Murphy doing the catching for Irvin.
And Sean Murphy's done a real nice job defensively behind the plate for the Oakland A's this season. When you talk about one of the best defensive ratings, he is at the top. Mariamoto and Cal Raleigh, we just saw up in Seattle, Jonah Heim down there at 4th, but he has been outstanding, Sean Murphy, behind the plate. Defensively, we know how well he hits the baseball. Seen that on display, especially at the Big A.
Murphy's been doing it all. We are underway. First pitch is upstairs to David Fletcher. Fantastic to have you here with us alongside Mark Gubaza, Erica Weston. I'm Patrick O'Neill. And it's game 1 of 3 versus the A's. David Fletcher pops it up. And right fielder Ramon Laureano has it for the first out. 72 degrees. First pitch, 6:41. Been blessed with some tremendous weather on this road trip. The series split 2-2 in Seattle. And this is game 11 in the season series with the Oakland A's. Halos have a 6-4 advantage and 3-1 here at the Coliseum.
And our Hyundai key for the game today, going Tupac up here in the Bay Area. I get around on some pitches, especially when he gets on the inside part of the plate. Get around and do some damage.
Tupac.
Got to bring Tupac every time we come up to Oakland.
Well, for the Angels, they definitely need to stay positive. It's been tough going, so keep your head up.
Like it.
Thank you.
Way to go, Patio.
1-2 here to Taylor Ward. You see Phil Nevin in the Angels dugout here in Oakland. I was talking to Bill Hasselman and some of the other coaches. By the way, happy birthday, Ray Montgomery, bench coach for the Angels. 53 years young today. No netting down there in those dugouts. You've got to keep your head up. That's a strikeout to Ward, 2 down.
Another one of those high fastballs that Cole Irvin will get some strikeouts. He's not a big strikeout guy per se, but 92 upstairs looks a lot firmer when it's above the strike zone like that. 4-seam fastball. 79 strikeouts this season for Cole Irvin and 115 plus. Most of them, that's 51 of them, been on his fastball. And it's not upper 90s either.
Rengifo drives that towards left field. Luis Rengifo jumping on that. That's way gone. Solo shot for Luis Rengifo. 1-0 Angels. Crushed it.
Giffey crushing the baseball. Wow, right-handed. A lot of his power. Batting average-wise lefty, but the power from the right side. And another home run by Cole Irvin given up in the first inning. His 6th this season. 105 exit velocity on that home run by Giffey. Great swing. Little fastball, more of the strike zone going 434 feet. That's how strong Luis Rengifo is. Wow, that ball's crushed.
Somebody had their spinach today. That one was a blast by Rengifo. 6 homer and 5 of the 6 from that right side. Giddy up on that baseball. Joe Adell was crushing the baseball in BP. I pointed that out maybe one too many times, but you see Mickey Moniak's got his coffee going, placed on the IL today. Stephen Duggar, who was claimed, is on the active roster.
It's a good swing there for Joe. He's trying to hit that ball to right center. That's the approach you have to have. You still got to be quick enough and get around on a fastball inside like Rengifo did.
The A's just Had a Bay Bridge series with the Giants Saturday and Sunday, and huge crowds here at the Oakland Coliseum. Over 40 on Saturday, 40,000 that is, and over 30,000 yesterday. And the Oakland A's put in a lot of great names into their Hall of Fame.
Yeah, a lot of outstanding all-time players that wore that A's uniform. Real good people. Over 71,000 for a 2-game set. Always a ton of Angel fans here in this ballpark, and you see a lot of them here today.
Swing and a miss. And Joe Adell strikes out, but the home run by Luis Rengifo was the farthest he has hit in his career. 434 feet. Watch your head out there. Incoming.
The search for high-quality meat ends here. With ButcherBox, you get 100% grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Sourced from partners who believe in doing things the right way. Together, we can make a difference. One meal at a time. Join ButcherBox now and get free bacon for the life of your membership.
At Boll & Branch, we don't make bedding like everyone else. We make it better. We prioritize thread quality, not thread count. We source the finest 100% organic cotton to make the softest, most luxurious fabrics on earth. We're free from toxins, the way home should be. Boll & Branch is made different, so you can sleep better at night. Experience the difference at bollandbranch.com.
Jose Suarez, he's 3-4 on the season, but is improving out of this all-star break, and he gets the call on the mound for the Halos tonight.
Yeah, and he's thrown the ball so well. My go-tos for Suarez continue this upswing as far as his confidence and getting the job done on the mound is ride that heater upstairs. Good velocity on his fastball there, and that back foot slider. So often we talk about his changeup, and we will today, but it's his slider, and that heater upstairs has been very, very good for him.
Let's take a look at this Oakland A's lineup as you see Jonah Bride leading off, followed by Pinder, Murphy, Laureano, Andrews, Brown, Piscotty, Allen, and Skybolt. First pitch misses from Suarez. He has improved his righty-lefty splits. He's been better than when he first came up versus right-handed hitters. What adjustments has he made that you've seen from Suarez to help him be successful?
Well, his changeups had neutralized the right-handed batters to begin with, and now his slider has been effective against the lefty. So he's got two different pitches he can go to secondary-wise against a lefty and a righty.
Behind to the count to Bride, 2-1.
Boy, in this ballpark, though, you're a corner infielder, a corner outfielder, you're going to be a lot of running. A lot of foul territory. Guys who are out there early stretching, they have to be stretched out to cover all that ground.
When I asked Fletcher about what he likes hitting here, he just said, well, there's a lot of grass. Okay. Well said. In there, and that's a strikeout looking for Jose Suarez. Gets the call on the inner part of the plate. That's Rob Drake calling balls and strikes here tonight.
And that's one of his two different varieties of changeups that Suarez will throw. And we're going to show that later in the game, the difference between his two-seam, four-seam grips and the action on his changeup between one and the other.
One down, here's Chad Pinder. An issue that has plagued the Angels as walks. 8.8 walk percentage. An improvement of last year, but it's an area they need to pick up.
You look, a lot of the runs have been scored lately, been after walks. So you eliminate those free passes, make them swing the bat, let the defense make the plays behind you. Always on the ready down there. Foul balls, protecting the pitchers in both bullpens. Both bullpens in play. Don't see that too often, if any parks now.
1,000 fielding percentage for that young man. Fastball in there, 2-2. But speaking of defense, the Angels' defense has really been playing very well.
That's why the emphasis has to be on this attack in the strike zone. It's okay for contact. Your defense makes plays.
Fielding percentage for the Halos in the month of August, .996. There he is, 53. Ray Montgomery, bench coach. Phil Nevin was asked what he got him. He said, well, considering he continues to lose to him in cribbage, I think they aged themselves by mentioning that. He said he had to take a little something off the gift, but he just couldn't say what it was, but a nice bottle of something. Swing and a miss, another strikeout.
Boy, another changeup, and that is the different changeup he throws. So changeup in, changeup away. The grip and the seams. Turns that circle changeup over the outside part of the plate to swing and miss.
2 up, 2 down, both strikeouts, one looking, one swinging for Jose Suarez, and here's Sean Murphy. Oakland A's catcher, hitting .310 with 8 homers and 26 RBIs over his last 48 games. First pitch, straight away center field. Magneuris Sierra has it. Good start for Jose Suarez and the Angels, and it's 1-0.
Retired MLB pitcher CC Sabathia is old school. His son Karsten Sabathia is new school. Karsten uses Win Reality for his hitter training, a state-of-the-art tool that utilizes VR to improve timing, pitch recognition, and confidence. A new school approach to more hits. Hitters love it.
I love it.
Pitchers, however.
Man, I'm glad I'm retired.
Train new school. Hit old school. Be ready for real. Win Reality.
Good nights lead to great mornings. Get generic Viagra shipped discreetly to your door at RexMD.com. Your consultation is free. There's no copays, no doctor office visits, and your shipping is always free. Visit RexMD.com right now.
With the Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy.
What?
And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts. Performances, too.
Oh, come on!
Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Luis Rengifo, home run, a blast to left, 434 feet. Angels lead 1-0. Here is Max Stassi, who is DHing here tonight. So we expect him behind the dish for Ohtani start tomorrow. Erica Weston will join us for more on Shohei. Stassi, Walsh, Suzuki.
Early on, Rob Drake is establishing a pretty good-sized strike zone for the guys on the hill.
Cole Irvin, as we've pointed out, OC kid, used to work with the Angels grounds crew, works quickly out there.
He's almost Mark Burley-like, how quick he is. See, he just gets right back on that pitching rubber, and he's ready to attack the zone. Not overpowering, but spots his fastball really well. It's a .218 batting average versus his fastball.
So Oakland pitching gave up the 7 solo shots to the Angels, and in the 2 games versus the Giants, 3 homers in each game, both losses. There's a strikeout to Stassi.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7.
Let's take a look at the pitch arsenal that Cole Irvin used last time out against the Angels. It's our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. 4-seam fastball, 41%. Curveball at 29, sinker at 21, and changeup at 9%. You see that 4-seam fastball has been working for him even in this game so far.
There's Jared Walsh hitting .229. Softly hit and handled by Elvis Andrews. When you look at 3 true outcome percentage, walk, homer, strikeout, Angels this season lead baseball, and it's the highest in franchise history.
A lot of those home runs, especially of late, beginning part of the season, different story. A lot of them solo shots of late, early part of the season as far as home runs, multi-run home runs.
3 strikeouts so far for Cole Irvin, 1 homer for Rengifo. Now the vet, Kurt Suzuki, behind the plate, and he had many a year here in Oakland with the A's.
We were joking around. It's the house that Zook built on the way in today. And he started laughing. He goes, not quite. There's a few pretty good players besides myself that played in this yard here. That was pretty funny. Well liked everywhere he goes.
He brings an infectious joy to the game of baseball. And he would have a future in this game when his playing days are done, I would imagine. Whatever he wants. If he ever decides to hang him up, I don't know.
That's the thing with Cole Irvin. He throws a lot of fastballs, high percentage of fastballs. This season alone, he's averaging about 58% fastball usage. He's thrown a lot already today.
Book on the Angels may be out on featuring the fastball.
Yeah. See that right around that so far, 60% four-seamer. Another one.
And that's 4 strikeouts for Irvin. That'll do it for the Halos. Half.
Jokes.
Hey, look, it's Mike Napafanakis.
To insiders' perspectives.
I like over 5.5 strikeouts on Walker Buehler.
Your best bet is the pregame spread. Served up only on MLB Network.
0-0 Halos as we head to the home half of the second inning. No Shohei Ohtani for the Halos in the first of 3 here in Oakland. Just a scheduled day off for Shohei today. In fact, it's his first scheduled day off since June 17th. And Phil Nevin told me before the game today that the decision was really up to Shohei as far as that next day he was going to take off. It was either going to be today or Wednesday after he was pitching. So it's almost 2 days off with the early game yesterday. He gets the full day of rest today, but he did have those 2 home runs against Blackburn in the last time we saw him. We'll see him Wednesday, 2 of those 7 home runs. But Shohei also likes to get out there the day after he pitches. Nothing to do with this foot getting spiked though yesterday. He is fine and available to pinch hit.
Okay, that's good to hear, Erica. Thanks very much. And these days off or nights off, so few and far between for Ohtani. This is game 110 for the Angels. Ohtani has 106 games played, leading the team.
As much as we all love to see Shohei Ohtani play every day, I mean, it's so important for him to be able to get a day where he can rest, both physically and mentally, and especially on the mound tomorrow. You know, I like Phil Nevin giving that option. Which day do you want? It's either going to be today or Wednesday. So Shohei decided today's the day. Be ready to get that 10th win of the season tomorrow on the bump.
I agree. I kind of like that decision because he has been gunning for that 10th win for a few games now and hasn't accomplished it. But to hear Nevin also say, oh, Shohei likes to get out and, you know, move around the day after he pitches, which usually you pitchers, when you throw 100, 105, 110, or in your case 140 pitches, the next day you are sore.
Yeah, you want to get out there and get some long distance running. We call, you know, the pole to pole, foul line to foul line running, and some sprint work and some lifting weights. Not going out there trying to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball the next day, but that's Shohei.
There's another one for Jose Suarez. 3 out of the first 4 Oakland hitters down on strikes, 1 away.
It's that riding that heater upstairs for Suarez. 2 changeups for strikeouts and a high fastball. For a hitter that likes a fastball but could not bring those hands up, and that was letter high at 93 for Suarez.
When Suarez allows a home run in a game, his ERA is 6.33. He's done that in 6 games, 5 of those starts. When he doesn't allow a home run, that ERA down to 2.93, and that's in 6 games, 6 starts. Subject of our Kia player profile, and for Jose Suarez and this Oakland A's team, they do not hit many home runs at home, just 36. So there you see it. No homers allowed, 2.93.
It's generally, as the night progresses, is a difficult ballpark to hit at. Baseball's out. Rengifo crushed his, and that was a little bit before he gets that cool air gets in, but I don't think even the cool air was keeping that in the yard for Rengifo. But you'll see that, especially if you keep the ball away from the lines. It's tough to get the ball out here at night, especially as the game progresses.
1-1 to Elvis Andrus. The offense for the A's here at home, a .206 batting average. And that's the lowest all time since 1920 in the live ball era. Popped up right side, a lot of room, as you pointed out, and a long run for Walsh, but coming in and making the play is Taylor Ward. Calls everybody off.
The right play by Taylor Ward. Such a difficult play as an infielder, keep drifting back, waiting to be called off. Easier coming in on the baseball as an outfielder. Well, the workout in already with Walsh and Rengifo. It's a good idea for Jose Suarez to just kind of walk around the back of the mound to give those guys a breather coming back after that distance they had to go. And nice play by Taylor Ward. By the way, that was the 846th career plate appearances by Elvis Andrus against the Angels. 846.
Some kind of record.
Some players don't even get that many at-bats in a career.
Two down, bottom of the second, 1-0 Halos. Jose Suarez, very effective so far tonight. And falls behind, dangerous Seth Brown.
He's slugging .467 this season. 38 extra base hits. Seth Brown, now he's in one of those counts too where it's a dangerous count, 2-0.
Downstairs 3-0. Since the All-Star break, Seth Brown batting .400 with 7 homers, 7 multi-hit games, and 10 ribbies. Green light here.
Way swinging, yes.
On cue, but rip foul.
This out in front a little bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah, when a guy is struggling, a lot of times you feel you're going to get the same pitch 3-1 as you would 3-0. You're not going to be overly aggressive. But when you're seeing the baseball as well as he has for this long a period of time, you're going to be more apt to go after that 3-0 pitch.
Big time shift to the right side. 3-1. 3-2. You like the zip on the fastball?
I love that arm angle too. That little bit of a crossfire, almost a similar arm angle as Reed Depner's right now. That deception and that ride and run of his fastball.
2 outs. The 3-2.
Feels good enough with his fastball. He's throwing a pretty decent high percentage of fastballs early on. He's got slider, and 4 straight fastballs. Coming into this game, about 40% fastball usage for Jose Suarez.
Picture some sort of changeup coming, perhaps. I think he did.
He went on a slider.
Indeed, slider gets him. That's 4 Ks for Jose Suarez, and he is through 2. The Angels have a 1-0 lead.
Every time he takes the field, he competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Baseball's biggest moments are live on MLB Big Inning. MLB.TV's nightly show takes you from game to game for all the grand slams, no-hitters, walk-offs, and more as they happen.
Wow, he can do it all!
Don't miss the ultimate baseball highlight reel.
This is some kind of awesome.
After your game ends, the action's just heating up on MLB Big Inning. Every night on MLB.TV.
Top of the third here in Oakland, 1-0 Halos over the A's. Phil Gosselin is leading off. Cole Irvin has 4 Ks, and same with Jose Suarez. So both of these pitchers seem to be on point so far.
Using their fastballs effectively.
1-1 to Gosselin. There's a ground ball, but hit right at Jonah Bride, and Gosselin running hard, thrown out for the first out of the third. So that's Steven Duggar. I saw him at the hotel. We rode the bus over with him. He was claimed off of waivers from Texas. Started the year with San Francisco. 5 seasons with the Giants, and last year played a big part. That team won north of 100. He played 107 games and hit 257. He could play all 3 outfield positions, similar to what Mickey Moniak can provide.
Yeah, you go back to last year, what he did as far as extra base hits, 27 extra base hits, including 8 home runs, 7 stolen bases, so he can run 19 stolen bases in his career. So quick, wants to play a number of different outfield positions, but has some pop in his bat.
A little bit more on the newest addition to the Angels. Duggar, here is Erica Weston.
Yeah, he's joining some pretty familiar teammates, too. David Fletcher and Jared Walsh. He played against Fletch coming up. He grounds that one out, but he's also very familiar with Jared Walsh in the travel ball circuit. They played, grew up together. They also trained in the offseason together back in Atlanta. Walshy training in the offseason last year in Arizona, but the last few years you can see them chatting in the dugout together, but they trained back in the offseason in Atlanta together. So he's, joining a team where he's got a couple of friends and friendly faces, and that always helps.
Yeah, I would think it would, Erica. Thanks, because I also saw him introducing himself and vice versa to the coaching staff. It's always interesting when I see these guys joining a new team. I mean, this is the big leagues, and these guys are coming to a new team. What's the best way to acclimate?
Well, when you have some friends that you know are going to be your new teammates, it allows you to be able to be comfortable, be able to have those talks with everybody and get around everybody.
There he is.
Oh, Fletch.
There he is.
And if you notice where the right fielder is playing right there in Laureano, he's playing a little bit deeper than normal against Fletch because he's pulling the ball. He's been driving the ball to left field, so that's pushed that right fielder out a little bit further because now he can still punch it that way and get some successful hits. Earlier in the season, they were playing that right fielder shallow and taking that hit away from him.
Look at this. Best average here in Oakland. Minimum 100 plate appearances. David Fletcher, this is all time. 100-plus plate appearances coming in, 28 games, sitting .406, and he has another knock. He just says he feels comfortable here. As he told me, there's a lot of grass.
And he's 9 for 17 in his career versus Cole Irvin, so that's a pretty good combo.
Good hack by Taylor Ward, fouls it back. Monday crowd here at the Oakland Coliseum. Be interesting to see the draw tomorrow with Ohtani on the bump. 1-2, pumps that fastball in there. He might need to have somebody perhaps get him here safely and on time, and not remember that one time on the BART.
Well, we just got to make sure we remind him what the bus times are tomorrow.
I think you just say BART, right? You don't put a "the" in front of it. A ground ball. It's a long run. Derek Jeter-esque. Elvis Andrus with the play to get Taylor Ward and end the inning.
Boy, he can still do it. A lot of years at shortstop and a lot of outstanding plays for Elvis Andrus. Usually does it with the bat, but here doing it with the glove. He gets Ward by a stride.
The game is changing, and so are the shows that talk about it. MLB Network's Off Base.
What's going on, everyone?
A modern baseball show for the modern baseball fan.
It doesn't get much better than sitting around and talking baseball.
Only on MLB Network.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jackie Robinson, 13 home runs into the left field stands. Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time. I don't believe what I just saw.
Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star.
This crowd on its feet and in unison.
This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza! The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
Number 600 for Jim Thome. That ball is gone. be a new record. It is caught! Oh, what a catch by Mike Trout! The Cubs have finally won it all! The Atlanta Braves are world champions!
It's only $44, 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas. For more info regarding the Coca-Cola Angels Family Fun Pack, visit angels.com/funpack. I'm having fun. You having fun?
Oh, yes.
You wouldn't lie to me. I mean, this is
always have fun. It's a baseball game.
No doubt. Best seat in the house right here alongside Mark Gubaza, Erica Weston, Valley Sports crew holding it down. Steven Piscotty at the dish, and Jose Suarez falls behind 2-0.
Usually very aggressive early in counts. Steven Piscotty, been patient here.
Decided not to pull the trigger, DHing tonight. Despite losing 5 of the last 7, Oakland still over 500 since the All-Star break at 9-7. A lot of space to get to some of these souvenirs.
Yes.
You're going to need
the interesting race to that baseball.
You need quickness and agility. Something I don't have currently. Full count.
I like that pitch selection he threw. Just didn't quite finish that off. He was sitting changeup. Scotty got a fastball just off the plate.
McAllen waits. That's off the plate. That is a leadoff walk for Piscotty.
And then now it's time to take a look at our Frontier Play Sense, the 2 different types of changeups that Suarez will throw. He'll throw a 2-seam changeup that will go down and into a right-handed batter or down and away against the lefty. You see that action he has on him with the 2-seam changeup with the circle change grip, but then you got the 4-seam grip on the circle change, and it goes the other way. So 4-seam and 2-seam grips, we've seen it on display already today for Suarez, where it goes down and away, the other goes down and in. Not easy to do that either, to have 2 different type of grips, whether it's a 2-seam or 4-seam grip. We know you throw that with fastballs, but to do the same thing with your circle changeup, to have that different action, is pretty impressive. Something he's worked on, and that's why you're seeing better success of late with his changeup.
Still only 24 years old, Jose Suarez, Agua, Venezuela. Ahead of Nick Allen, 0-1 and 0-2.
That's that. 1 changeup goes down and in.
You have to tell me what you think about his slider here tonight. Slider usage for the Angels as a team. It's on the uptick. Beauty.
Wow. He threw his 2 different types of changeups in 1 at bat. 1 going down and in, 1 going down and away.
That's paying off the play sense, and that's 5 strikeouts for Suarez.
Pretty amazing, that sequence. After the changeup down and in, you're expecting maybe the same type of rotation, and it goes down and away. Real nice pitch. His old teammate, Raisel Iglesias, had those 2 type of split finger changeup, the same type of action. One would go straight down, the other would have that running action away. And those 2 together a lot of conversations.
Yeah, they were. We had a section on the plane where they were all grouped together. But with Iglesias moving on, sort of changed some of the seating arrangements. Great personalities. Jose Suarez, Jose Quijada, Jaime Barria. That one's hit by Bolt and center field straight away. A lot of room for Sierra. He has it. Great route. He makes it look easy as a defensive outfielder. 2 down.
And no matter where you put him, strong throwing arm. We got a great view of the landing foot of Suarez, and it points directly at home plate. Sometimes a pitcher, if they're too quick, that foot will point towards third base or even first base if it closes it too quick. But so far, to see that landing foot be directly pointing towards home plate gives you a better opportunity to be successful in the zone.
So Suarez, first time through the A's batting order, just the lone walk. And that's Piscotty, leadoff walk here in the 3rd. Top of the order, Jonah Bride. Struck out looking to start the game. Nice break to the curve.
Go back to that landing foot. Good stride, and look where that front toe is pointing. It's directly to home plate. Not turned towards third, not closed towards first. Gives him a better chance to get that elbow up and a good follow through.
Check with Shane Livensparger at first base. 0-2.
And when you got a good feel for your changeup, it's an excellent one. Whiff percentage, solid. At 32.9% on his changeup.
Runner goes. Fouled at the plate.
Slider solid also. See that difference between the early part of the season, but June on as far as his changeup, strikeouts way up, whiff percentage up, opponent's OPS way down. Early in the season, he was caught in between grips of his changeup, but he's going back to using both of them, and they're both very effective.
Trending in the right direction. There's a ground ball. Oh, that's a heck of a play made by Gosselin, but unable to make the play at second. A double clutch the baseball. Everybody safe. I think he had the grip.
He got to that baseball quickly to see Fletch talking to him. Trying to get a little breather on the dive. Good range, though, by Gosselin. Just enough of that baseball got away, and he ended up throwing a changeup grip.
Which one of the two Suarez grips was that?
That's the palm ball changeup grip.
First hit against Suarez. Infield single variety. Chad Pinder. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 Angels, bottom of the 3rd.
So far, Suarez has been good with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. 118. And that's not the freeway.
You miss it?
Yes.
It's waiting for you.
This becomes an interesting at bat because Pinder, remember, he got him out on a changeup. He is a very good and always has been a very good fastball hitter, especially if fastballs elevated. That was a slider that was elevated, and he had a pretty good hack at it.
Just seeing Pinder's reaction, he felt like that was his pitch to drive. However, 1-2. Suarez with 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second, and perhaps looking for 2 here in the third.
Spotted that fastball well. It's upstairs, but it was up and in. And I'm thinking this is going to be that changeup going down and away. So be ready on that right side of the infield, and if Taylor Ward out in the outfield. To see how certain hitters they visualize what pitch could be coming next. You see that Chad Pinder just visualize right after that take of a fastball away. He's going to try to guess along with Suarez, and Suarez is going to try to do just the opposite.
2 on, 2 out, the 2-2. Softly hit, and Fletcher has it before it hits the ground. Suarez through the third.
Time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Sign up for free for a chance to play your way to the 2022 Pitch, Hit, and Run National Finals. Visit pitchhitrun.com today.
If you think they're excited, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Be quiet, win ball games, then I'll shut up and all shut up.
High Heat with Christopher Russo, only on MLB Network.
Home run by that guy, Luis Rengifo. You may have noticed a new twist to the home run celebration as of late for them. A nice little splash to the face to go along with the cowboy hat. And here's the scoop as to why. It actually started back in 2018 down in Salt Lake with the Bees. And Jose Rojas told me they brought it back when David Fletcher was down there rehabbing. He said the day they hit the leadoff home run last week, Fletch and Rojas were talking about it before the game and said, let's run it back. We're bringing it back. So Fletch hits the leadoff home run. Rojas is going nuts in the dugout. Nobody knows why. So we had to explain to him that they're bringing back the splash to the face. Then he told everybody what was going on. But no idea if they're going to do it to Shohei yet. They have to wait to see if he gets on board. But Rojas told me they got to check with Ipe and make sure he's cool with it.
Yeah, you might want to check on that. So it's our version of the Splash Brothers then, I guess, Erica. Is that hat waterproof?
It's a good question. I assume so, but Busty told me he's worried about the stickers on the hat, so we'll see.
Plus, it will be a little cooler here at night here as compared to what we saw up in Seattle.
Right.
A little cooler here.
That is some in-depth reporting. E-Dub, great job. 1-1 now to Rengifo. Man, what a blast he hit.
Yeah.
And for Rengifo, when he has the count to his favor, he will turn on a pitch. And now when he falls behind 1-2, we have seen him, large sample size, make the adjustments and punch the ball the other way. Top four, Cole Irvin. Working, that's a ground ball. Andrews gets past him. That's another knock for Rengifo. He's 2 for 2.
Ball just scooted by Andrews. And this, I was looking at the defense. They were straight up. And you don't see that too often with the defense in the infield and the outfield. But Rengifo.
Still, though, with 2 strikes, just a good approach to make contact.
Using a big part of the field. Your chances to be successful in the middle of the field as far as the total area up the middle as compared to down the lines, increase your chance for a hit.
Joe Adell lifts that one straight up in the air. High pop up. Nick Allen. Oh, he didn't see it. He lost it, and that's going to be one out.
No, he did that on purpose.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He was seeing that Joe wasn't running hard down the line initially, and then he saw that. And it was definitely had a communication with Elvis Andrews on that one.
Gotcha.
He sold it, let it drop, and if Joe Adell was kind of peeling off originally towards the dugout, and almost had a play on that one.
Well, it deked me, I can't lie.
You could see it as he's going down the line. And he sees him not going towards the base real quickly, and a quick feed over to Andrews, but he did recover quick enough. And then vents to go to first base.
He almost took his eye off the play completely. Had he not, Allen would have got it. Well, this could be 2. Allen to Andrews, and indeed, double play. Had enough to get there. Irvin is through 4.
I love the Boys and Girls Clubs because they help you believe that you can make it to the big leagues.
Big leagues of what? Law. Art. Construction. Baseball.
How'd you guess?
With the help of Major League Baseball, the Boys and Girls Clubs of America help kids make it to the big leagues of anything.
The game is changing, and so are the shows that talk about it. MLB Network's Off Base.
What's going on, everyone?
A modern baseball show for the modern baseball fan.
It doesn't get much better than sitting around and talking baseball.
Only on MLB Network.
Nothing. Bottom of the 4th. There's a little discussion about that last play that Elvis Andrews made contact with the base. Allen flips it over to Andrews. You think a lot of times just skip over that bag, but boy, I'll tell you what, it was real close. And from that angle, it doesn't look like he made contact. A lot of times you'll just touch that cleat on the top of the base and kind of swipe over the bag. Like he just missed it.
From that angle, it looked like he did, in fact, miss it completely. Todd Tishner, second base umpire. Wonder if they would have had enough video evidence to overturn, because that cleat could have skimmed the top of the bag. Well, here we are, though. Bottom 4, still 1-0 Angels. And Jose Suarez, 3 scoreless. And Sean Murphy at the dish.
Remember, he swung at the first pitch, flied out. Center field, something he does quite a bit on the first pitch, swinging at it.
gets the call, 2-1, needed it.
He's getting a lot of half swings on his fastball. They're going through all the data as far as what Suarez will throw often, and they're anticipating changeups and sliders. Early on fastball has been pretty good for Suarez.
Popped up, a lot of room. Jared Walsh coming over. Does he have room? It stays in play. He does. That's a big out.
That is amazing. We always go back every time we come to this ballpark. You wonder, how can you ever win a batting title playing here? 81 games. I mean, those pop-up, that's every stadium that is well in the stands.
That's in the stands.
Yep. Ends up being an out.
When you pitched here, you didn't mind that.
No. No.
Your hitters, though, however, disappointed coming back sometimes. Just give you one, that's all you needed.
But as a pitcher, too, you can't give up on a pop-up either. You've got to be in sprint mode yourself. Catcher's trying to get out of their catching position. First baseman sometimes, especially now with shifts on, you have to be really, really quick getting off the mound as a pitcher.
My partner here, Mark Gubaza, 14 big league seasons, played many games here, pitched to a 3.12 career ERA here. You thought you were in the twos, didn't you?
As long as I was on the mound here. Part of it was my first year. I got that out of the way as far as a grand slam. Dave Kingman got me here in a day game in my first year. Always joked around to Jim Palmer about that, who never gave up a grand slam in his entire career. I said, well, I got that out of the way about a month into my career.
Ground ball, Gosselin, that's a nice play. And he gets Laureano, 2 down.
I like what he did, because you got to come in on it. You can't wait back and wait for that next hop, because Laureano runs well. He's going to beat that out. So you got to be aggressive, take a chance. That's a tough in-between hop by Phil Gosselin. Good throw to first base. It's Laureano out, who runs very well.
Now with 2 down, Elvis Andrus, who you didn't face. However, he's been in the league for quite some time. Just to finish the thought, Gooby, I know this is painful for you. If you take away your first start and your last start here at the Oakland Coliseum, you had a 2.33 ERA.
So those last two were real good, I guess. You're trying to
The
tell
first
me.
and the last.
Yeah.
Hit down the left field line by Andrus and foul.
Although it feels like it was a long time ago, and it was. But Dave Kingman was like, I think of a Clint Eastwood movie. He says, come on, make my day. And he walked to the plate, grand slam. I made his day. I'm that kind of guy.
He could hit some absolute mammoth homers, Dave Kingman. Fun to hear these stories. Thanks for sharing. Andrus 0-1 is the count. And his night so far, but that's right up the middle. And when it comes to hits against the Angels, active players, I mean, he is right up there.
245.
Most hits versus the Halos all time. Look at these names: Brett, Yaz, Suzuki, Beltry, Ripken Jr., Mauldiner, A-Rod, Michael Young, and there's Elvis Andrus, 245.
Top of that list is loaded with Hall of Famers, and would soon to be Hall of Famers, and especially Adrian Beltre is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
9th all time. So with 2 out, 1 on, Seth Brown is the batter.
Well, remember, a lot of those years, George Brett having those successful years against the Angels. He's a SoCal guy, Orange County, and his brother, Ken, the late great Ken Brett, was doing announcing for the Angels during that show, especially the game where he got those 4 hits and ended up having his 3,000th career hit in that game against the Angels at the Big A.
And Ken's on the call. That is so cool. Runner goes. That's a big jump, and careful that doesn't get past Gosselin. That does it, but that's a stolen base for Elvis. He steal that on Suarez?
Going on first move, yes. So as soon as he lifts that leg up, he can read that hip. And Suarez, he's going to get a good jump. It's something he's done a lot of that also. We talk about hits, but also he's a lot of stolen bases in his career for Elvis Andrus against the Angels.
Back-to-back innings with a runner in scoring position for the A's. That's a pop-up. There might be room. Gosselin, Adele, and it's just no man's land. That gives you a pretty good indication of just how much room there is to cover.
Well, I can still remember a play by Andrelton Simmons here in this ballpark. I think it might even have been against Coco Crisp. Hit a pop-up, and he was playing almost towards second base. He came flying almost. He went towards the bullpen mound, and he got there. I had no idea how he did that.
Remember that one well, Simba. Oh, a swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Suarez, and he gets out of it. Oh, he's pitching great here in Oakland.
Hey, it's me, the summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
Nice. What? With the Game Time app, I'd pay 60% less than this guy.
60%?
Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price. Download Game Time now. Nice shirt.
Irvin is doing just that. Most consecutive starts, 5+ innings, 2 or fewer walks, 20 consecutive, tied with Aaron Nola. And tonight, 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks. He's about to accomplish it again.
It's amazing how good his control is, especially with the pace he has on the mound, attacking the strike zone. And it's not upper 90s, it's 90-92 range with his fastball, but he hides the fastball in all his pitches very well. He starts well over on the third base side of the pitching rubber. Usually that's the spot where right-handed pitchers would start. The reason why he does that little bit of a crossfire as far as delivery angle and be able to get inside on righties and still be effective against lefties.
Soft contact. Elvis comes over and takes care of Jared. So we have 1 out here in the 5th. We'll give you a quick word from Hyundai.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe.
1 out. Here is Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Center field. Easy fly ball for Bolt, and there's 2 outs.
That's the norm usually with Cole Irvin as far as his outs are in the air. He has 8 outs via ground balls today, including a double play ball. I mean, in the game, 38.7% ground ball rate. 38 in his career, but he's getting quite a few ground ball outs here today. He's just a strike thrower. He's not a huge strikeout guy, although he has 3 today. He's just around the strike zone, utilizing his defense. Make that 4 strikeouts, 4 in the first 2 innings.
Phil Gosselin takes a strike. This is good stuff we're seeing from both of these lefties here. It's fun to watch, good pitching, but a little too close for comfort. Angels lone run coming on a first inning homer from Luis Rengifo with 2 outs, hit .434, longest of his career. The 0-2. Oh, that's now 5 strikeouts for Cole Irvin. He's through 5. It's 1-0 Angels.
With Home Chef, your home cooking is home nailing it. Our classic all-in-one meal kits are simple enough for anyone and delicious enough for everyone. When it comes to making dinner, fill in the blanks with Home Chef. Delicious, meat simple.
Get 16 free meals when you sign up at homechef.com.
Hi, we're Warby Parker, and we're all about making vision care convenient. That's why we developed the Virtual Vision Test app. Use it to renew your expired glasses or contacts prescription from home with your phone in about 10 minutes. If everything looks good, a doctor will renew your prescription for $15. It's as easy as reading the eye chart at a doctor's office, except you're at home, on your phone, like you probably are right now. Download Virtual Vision Test today.
So a few months ago, I realized I was losing my hair, and then I found Hims.
And a licensed healthcare provider prescribed me this new spray. The results have been amazing. I only wish I'd started sooner.
Like if you could start yesterday, do that. Regrow your hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Visit forhims.com.
Oakland, Jared Walsh has been playing some really good defense for the Angels. Current batter, Stephen Piscotty. Gooby, you remember what he did to Piscotty last week?
The range in a dive. That baseball was by him and dives at the bag. Getting dirty. Walshy. The extension on the dive, and then has to go dive at the base, too. So that's a lot of work. Not going to be easy to get that uniform clean.
It has been a cleanly played game on both ends defensively. Well pitched by both Suarez and Irvin.
Just amazed at that changeup. Matt Weiss has worked hard with Suarez on the grips of his changeups to be effective. There it is there again.
No swing.
Pretty close on that one again. Actually, Piscotty thought he might have went. He was ready to head on back to the dugout. As Hawk Harrelson would say, grab some bench.
The 1-2. Out towards center field. Sierra drifting back and makes that one easily. 1 down.
See, in the daytime, Patrick, that's a little bit different. It's getting a little cooler now. Gets knocked down and nice, especially that part of the field. So it carries a little bit better now since they did that add-ons in the outfield, the Mount Davis as it's called out here. But before, when it wasn't there, you had to crush a ball to center field, right center field, to be able to get that out, especially when Canseco, McGuire were here back in those days, and it was cool nights.
Yeah, you see 362 right center. That was deeper, right? About 15, 20 feet deeper before Mount Davis. In the 370s, if I'm not mistaken. But that ball, see where that Xfinity sign is, that's practically where Luis Rengifo hit his baseball. 434. That is big boy territory. Oh, and 1 to Nick Allen.
Remember, I think Mark Trumbo and Mike Trout both hit baseballs by the area by that Xfinity sign. That far up there. That far. That is a long way out there. That is a long way out there.
Guessing both Trout and Trumbo might be tuning in, and brings back a good memory. Rengifo has it, and there's 2 away.
Go back to April 12th, 2016. Andrelton Simmons made one of the most unbelievable plays.
So yeah, you're talking about having the time machine memory working for you.
And look where he's at.
Oh,
look
no.
where he starts with. Look how far Simba's going.
No chance.
Unreal. Unreal coverage for Simba. Wow.
What flavor was that snow cone?
I forget how many exact feet, because I remember we talked about it that day, but he was playing, shading the batter up towards the middle, and how far he almost got all the way to the bullpen mound. It was well over like 126 feet, I want to say.
I'm buying if you're on the money there. A little crossfire slider in there. The slider velo right around 80, 79, 80. Can he mix and match his velocity on his slider?
Yep, and he can different tilts on his slider, whether because he's effective upstairs with his slider.
Oh, look at that chase on the changeup. That is filthy, and that's 7 strikeouts for Suarez.
Hey, Doc.
Good morning. Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
L-I. That's live look-ins.
And the next line.
Doc, that's MLB Tonight.
MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time. I don't believe what I just saw.
Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star. The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
That ball is gone. It is caught. Oh, what a catch by Trout. The Cubs have finally won it all. The Atlanta Braves are world champions.
Irvin. I want to remind everybody to join us this Friday as the Angels take on the Twins at 6:30. First 25,000 fans will receive a clear backpack courtesy of Santa Ana College. For more info, visit angels.com/promotions. Magneuris Sierra leading off.
Just thinking same thing with Sierra, especially with a lefty on the mound. Third base side of the pitching rubber is going to fall to the third base side. Be a foot race for him to be able to beat Sierra to first base.
Doesn't get the call there. Nice pitch. One and two. Getting guys on base for the Angels has been certainly an issue this season. On base percentage at .299. And that's the lowest by an Angels team since 1972. It's bottom 5 in the league. And also when they get on, they got to get them in somehow. These are just some of the things that this team is continuing to work on.
Well, when you go back to the last time the Angels were in this ballpark, what, 24-13 when they left, they were at the tops of on-base percentage, slugging percentage, OPS. Offense was on a roll.
Sierra runs well, and Andrews guns him out. One down here in the 6th.
Well, it feels like Elvis Andrews is going to be icing down his arm just like Cole Irvin after the game. He's been active at shortstop, a lot of plays.
And of late, this is the season as a whole, when they get a runner on, they score 28% of the time. League average is 31. Not having Anthony Rendon, not having Mike Trout, certainly an issue because that lengthens your lineup. But hopefully Mike's back when the Angels return home to Minnesota and Seattle.
Great to have him back in the lineup sooner rather than later.
Oh, 2 to Fletch, and that's going to be another knock for David Fletcher. Hitting over 400 in his career here in Oakland. Just sees the ball so well here.
For some ballparks, hitters is whether it's the hit batter's eye, or in this case, you know, all the territory and all the, as he would say, all the grass in the field. Normally, that's about the same amount as every other baseball field. But Fletch, whatever makes you feel comfortable and confident, that's fine. So base hit to right, base hit to center. The opening today, we showed how many hits he had to left, the pull side during this stretch. What was it? 79% the pull side for Fletch. Because he's doing that, they're seeing and reading those reports. Straighten up as far as the outfield defense, even the infield, and now he's vintage Fletch again, using the whole field right to center field.
He's almost completely healthy. Still dealing with the recovery from the abductor surgery, dual abductor surgeries.
And that foul ball off his foot.
Yeah.
But Phil Nevin knows he's got to give him a breather here and there because he's still back a lot quicker than everybody thought he would be from those surgeries.
When he got hit by that baseball, he wasn't even supposed to play that game. It was a pinch hit situation, just one of those things. Up and in to Ward, 2-1. You know, that coming back from that surgery, there's a lot of tightness in the groin area. He tells me sometimes when Fletcher has to go, when he has to go to his left and kind of bend down deep, he still feels a little tight, but his strength is back. He's hitting the baseball really well. 2-2 to Ward.
Well, you can see how well Cole Irvin holds the baseball, how quick he is at a plate. Hard to put any kind of action play on him. He's not allowed a stolen base in 1 attempt. There's 2 stolen bases in 4 attempts against him in his career with 1 pickoff. So he's quick. Not only his tempo is quick, he's quick to the plate.
So being on the right-hand side of the rubber, and again, 1,000% fielding percentage. When he's facing a righty, would it make sense for him to go to the left-hand side of the pitching rubber, or does he always just want to stay on the right?
Well, he wants to be more effective against right-handed batters, so he's going to stay on that side. That way he's got a closer and more consistent look at a right-hander to make sure he's able to stay inside with his fastball and not on the other side where you get a longer look as a right-handed batter against him.
Oh, that's right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting for Taylor Ward. Station to station, first and second, 1 out. And with Luis Rengifo coming up, this is a good chance to add on. It is our Arco top-tier play, what he accomplished back in the first. Bam.
Well, and bringing those hands in, and he creates that lift and that power. 434 for Giffey. Longest of his career. The height of that baseball at 103 feet. The average home run height at 87 feet. Well above the average distance for a home run for Rengifo.
And 5 of those 6 from the right side. Switch hitting. Luis Rengifo, who continues to get this playing time and continuing to show that he's an everyday player. And you were in the elevator with a longtime beat writer, Hispanic beat writer for the Oakland A's, and he asked you about Luis Rengifo. Also impressed from the outside looking in.
Yeah, he's seeing, he goes, wow, he's hitting the baseball well to all fields. Both sides of the plate, still showing some power. And the common denominator in the conversation was he's slowing the game down, both at the plate and in the field. I know it sounds simple when you're at home listening to that, but it isn't simple. Because you want to do so well, sometimes you're just too quick. Your hands are too quick. Your hips are flying open at the plate. Same thing in the field. You just go run to the baseball instead of just trusting your hands, being quick on your hands instead of necessarily sometimes with the footwork.
Two on, one out, a 1-1 count to Rengifo. And that's a play by Allen over to Andrews, and that's going to be a double play. That ends the inning. Cole Irvin feeling confident. He's through 6.
So you're good at hitting home runs, right?
I've never hit a home run in my life, but I've gotten close.
Oh, let's go. Let's try it out.
We're not leaving until I get a home run.
Oh! JoJo, you're so good. You're so young and you've done so much. What's your secret?
I think I just really love life, so I just pick my right foot up and then keep going.
Come on! Ah! That went over, right? It went over! Freaking love baseball.
Join Kevin Millar and Steven Nelson on a quest for legends worthy of the sacred prize. It's unpredictable coverage that will have you on the edge of your seat. Join the adventure on Intentional Talk, only on MLB Network.
Spicy chicken strips are back at Jack in the Box for a limited time, starting at just $5.49. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. City by the Bay, Oakland, California, NoCal, SoCal matchup. A's, Angels, great rivalry, always close, and that's what we got going on here. 1-0 Halos. Jose Suarez, Cole Irvin, both in a pitcher's duel. Jonah Bride leading off, bottom of the 6th. He has one of the 2 A's hits. Magneuris Sierra gliding back easy, has it, 1 down.
Jose Suarez changeup. We showed it on our Frontier Play set this season, and it's been great tonight. It's that 2-seam type grip on the changeup, and then that fade 4-seam changeup going away. So both sides of the plate with a real good feel for his changeup, and it's been very, very effective getting some chases well out of the strike zone. He's got 7 strikeouts today, 4 with his changeup, 2 with his slider, and 1 with a fastball elevated.
Ground ball, Phil Gosselin throws across, and Pinder is retired for out number 2 of the 6th.
Some soft contact on a slider. Love those quick outs.
I always glance at the pitch count. It's low with 2 down here in the 6th.
And look at that percentage, very good as far as 23 out of the zone, 53 in the zone. 21 pitches in the third. Other than that, he's been very, very efficient.
Looking at the third time through now in the heart of the A's order. I mean, Sean Murphy.
Although that average is fairly high on the third time through, it's gotten better of late, though. That was a lot of that damage was done against him early in the season where he didn't have a feel for his changeup. And we showed those numbers earlier.
Starts him off, just get over changeup for strike one. Most total bases by a catcher in baseball since July 1st. Sean Murphy with 60. It's ahead of JT Realmuto, 58. Jay Melendez. And on the season ranks third MLB catchers in total bases.
And when you look at what he's done defensively, he's throwing out 30% of base stealers this year.
There's a rocket down in there. Brownie had a chance to play it, just very smooth. It was right there, but dealing with too much.
He says safe.
Yeah. They're wearing him out. They're wearing him out.
He's going to thank us for making sure we give him some airtime.
The 1-2. Souvenir for a fan. Announced attendance tonight, 5,440.
I guarantee it feels like at least half of them are Angel fans here, especially on that first base side. A lot of Angel fans behind the plate area. See a lot of red. Even down below us, we see a lot of Shohei Ohtani t-shirts.
The equipment staff had to hide Ohtani's uniform, his cleats, etc., to keep him out of the lineup today, I'm sure. Right up the middle and line to Luis Renifo. I'd say he's played that perfectly.
It is gone!
Every time he steps up to the plate, goes into his windup, or runs one down.
He caught it! Oh, you won't see a better one than that!
He competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way on MLB Network.
p.m. The first 25,000 fans, get this, will receive a fashionable Ohtani hat presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink. For more info, visit angels.com/promotions.
Are you saying it's fashionable?
Oh, it is stylish and fashionable. Cole Irvin, 5 Ks, 8 groundouts, 3 flyouts, and we find ourselves here in the top of the 7th.
And amongst those groundouts, 2 double plays. So basically 10 outs via the ground ball. It's for a guy that doesn't necessarily get a lot of ground ball action.
Joe Adell, 0 for 2, strikeout, and at that interesting fielder's choice where Nick Allen definitely deked me, and he let that pop-up drop to try to maybe get a double play. I thought that was an excellent try by him for sure, and almost got it done. But Adell was luckily had an eye on it and got to first base. Otherwise, that would have been good.
We mentioned Anderson Simmons earlier on that great play against Coco Crisp. He was really good at that. Fletcher's really good, sensing and quickly looking, enough confidence in their hands that they're going to be able to make the play when it bounces in the grass. That they will let that go sometimes. If they see the base runner giving up, sometimes you're frustrated, and it's understandable, because especially when you get a pitch to hit and you miss it.
Surely Elvis Andrus maybe had something to do with that play by Nick Allen. Who was the most creative at that as you see the 2-2 foul back? That's just some sort of trickery. I don't know if it's the hidden ball trick, but if it's like an Ozzie Smith
I was
or
going
an
to say
Omar
Ozzie because
Vizquel.
he was known as the Wizard. And Omar Vizquel was great at that also. But shortstops, a lot of them, when you look at it, they're your best athletes on the field because they got to cover so much ground.
And Jonah Bride got rid of it in a hurry. 1 down. Adell grounds out to third. We'll give you a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Mix Good sauce with my new spicy Good sauce for spicy good sauce.
You look at all the really good shortstops around baseball now, even most recent times, a lot of them have played soccer. You talk to them and they've played soccer. It's footwork. You know your hands. You know that you need that for the shortstop position, but that footwork is huge. Max Stassi's parents here today, and I know his mom's would be his grandfather getting the first opportunity to see a baseball game tomorrow night. With Max Stassi behind the plate, catching Shohei Ohtani. For the Stassi family from up around here in that Sacramento area.
Yeah, that's awesome. And are they entertained by your? Are you not entertained by Max Stassi?
They were laughing. He goes, you know what, we messed up. We should have called him Maximus. I said, no, you did well. You raised a great son. His dad, Jim looked exactly like him, the smile and everything. I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, spitting image.
Sorry, I didn't get a chance to meet the Stassis. Very, very cool that they get a chance to see him play and catch Shohei Ohtani tomorrow night as he goes for his 10th win. Here in the 7th, meanwhile, 2 effective pitchers going. Cole Irvin not yet at 80 with 1 out in the 7th. Here's the 2-2. And Elvis is there. Oh, how about that? Nifty from the glove to the hand. Not sure he meant to do that, but he accomplished it and made it look easy. 2 down. So tomorrow it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. We saw him, throwing off the mound here in the Angels bullpen. And he has a chance to become the first player since Babe Ruth, once again, who did it in 1918 with 10 homers and 10 wins.
And I expect a dominant game for Shohei tomorrow. He has 3 pitches that he throws. This time out has over 39% whiff percentage. That's 3 different pitches he has that. Being his splitter, his curveball, and his slider, which is unbelievable. 3 pitches at 39% or higher whiff percentage. Most pitchers would like to have 1. Just 1. That's all we ask. It's just 1.
I mean, if you were just to spitball and try to guess what other pitchers can say that, you would be hard-pressed to find even some of the greats in the game, now or ever. Well, Cole Irvin been pretty darn great so far. Stretch time in Oakland.
I love the Boys and Girls Clubs because they help you believe that you can make it to the big leagues.
Big leagues of what?
Law.
Art? Construction? Baseball?
How'd you guess?
With the help of Major League Baseball, the Boys and Girls Clubs of America help kids make it to the big leagues of anything.
Watch games and coverage all day, every day, your way on MLB Network.
Six scoreless for Suarez, 7 innings pitched for Irvin, just the 1 homer allowed. How do you compare and break down the two?
I mean, both have utilized their fastballs. Suarez's changeup has been electric. Cole Irvin using his fastball, getting a lot more ground balls than I've ever seen him ever get. And he's pitched a lot of games in his career versus the Angels.
Is this a just in case? I mean, you have Aaron Loop up, and you have Jose Suarez doing stuff like this. First pitch. You can hear David Fletcher call off Phil Gosselin, 1 down. Laureano is retired.
That's the 4th 1-pitch out tonight for Suarez. You love seeing that. Now, as far as just in case, I think because if you look at numbers, what he's done that 3rd time through, that's why you want to make sure, just in case. So this is a very special outing here for Suarez tonight. Phil Nevin wants to have that coverage down in the bullpen for him.
I think it's wise.
But you going back to that last inning, you had that soft contact by Pinder at 75 miles an hour, and then Sean Murphy hit 104 miles per hour off the bat, both outs. But still a separation of nearly, 30 miles per hour on those 2 swings, but both for outs.
There's Elvis Andrus, 1 down. We are in the 7th, 1-0 Angels. This is only the 2nd time in Suarez's career that he has gotten an out in the 7th inning. We saw him, I was working with you on the game versus Texas when he went CG. So this is the 2nd time, first this year. He's won 2 starts in a row. Phil Gosselin on a couple of hard hops, throws across, and 2 down. Andrus is retired.
Getting those quick outs, keeping that pitch count manageable.
He's pitching to content.
Yeah, he's got 4 ground ball outs. That's that changeup down. It's that ground ball right at Phil Gosselin. You know what? His pace has been a lot better today. That's the one thing I've noticed more so, and what I've seen of late, his pace has been good. And your defense will be good.
I think you could quantify that in like maybe 3 to 5 seconds quicker, just an estimation.
I mean, there was times when he was 30, 35 seconds in between pitches, but he is much better, much better. And I know that's all part of that conversation along with the changeup grip with Matt Weiss. No, he gets swings like that.
Yep.
The quicker you work, the more apt the guy at the plate is not as confident against you. If you take a long time to throw the baseball at the plate, you almost feel like, okay, he's not going to be overly aggressive against me. I got a better chance against him.
0-2 to Seth Brown, who struck out twice swinging against Suarez, who has retired 9 batters in a row. Right now, Aaron Loop is just watching.
Pretty close to get him a chase now. I don't think he went.
I don't think so.
But still, I like the fact that he had him. He swung at a slider 2 pitches before, well off the plate. He went tried it back to back. I almost feel like you could try it again, just a little closer, because this time you feel you're going to get him. Shook off a fastball to a slider. Wants to go fastball in. Looks like maybe go curveball.
So this count's going to run full. Normally with, and our credit to our people, great people working in the truck and the control room. Normally for Suarez, nobody on. He averages about 22, 23 seconds in between pitches. Tonight, he's just over 17. That is a difference of 5-second difference.
Significant.
Tap into it. It's working. But that's a walk. So a 2-out walk to Seth Brown. That's going to bring up Stephen Piscotty. And certainly it will raise the attention of the coaching staff of the Angels, Phil Nevin and Matt Wise. And there's Aaron Luke, who looks to be ready.
That was a pretty interesting at bat. Now, I think Phil Nevins, he might want to go out there and say, how do you feel?
Yeah. We've seen him do this with Suarez.
If you're already going to make that move, you're already pointing towards your bullpen. You're going to see what he has to say. Says, you want this game? You see yes twice.
There it is.
That's sometimes, I'm telling you, Patrick, it's awesome. If a manager comes out, how do you feel? Is this your game? Yes. This is my game. Yes.
Have you ever said no? Ever?
Well, I would never say no.
No, I know you wouldn't. But you know what? Sometimes you just get a feel. But I think that's at least the 3rd time I've counted from Phil Nevin where he has asked his guy and he's given him a chance.
Remember that first game as a manager? He did it with Suarez on the mound, and he got through that inning.
Yep. Did it with Syndergaard also.
It's a good move. Seth Brown, 8 stolen bases, been caught once. Scotty, just feel he's going to be swinging first pitch. It's going to be a really important pitch here for Jose Suarez against him.
.92 pitches, 4-seamer misses upstairs, 1-0.
I'd almost give you your best pickoff move to first base here.
Oh, got him leaning back and a swing and a miss.
That was pretty good. He had it going back. Perfect. I think he's going to try to go. Remember, Elvis Andrus stole a base back in the 4th inning.
It's a 1-run game here in the 7th. 1 on, 2 outs. Time called.
There's certain signs where a catcher will give you, it's basically hold the ball. That was a hold the ball sign.
Are you able to tell me visually what that would be?
Yeah, you can just, because the normal signs, and then when you do something with your hand, you there's either throw overs, you move the hand up like that, this would be basically hold the ball.
I see. Out towards left field. Drifting foul, Joe Adele going over. Now it's 1-2.
Yeah, you'll see some signs they'll make that throw over. Sometimes you'll see a fist. That means there's a pitch out. Every team is different with it. Sometimes you have the old hook 'em horns as far as the slide step. There's different signs as far as stopping a running game. As Biscotti gets a new bat.
There's when you just give me the hand, when you just hold it up, and I don't know if that means just stop. I think it's stop talking.
Yes,
I
yeah.
think you've had enough.
Zip it. Zip it, Patio.
I've seen that one. Oh, that's a fun moment here. Love the tension here at the Oakland Coliseum. And a growth moment for Jose Suarez. The 1-2.
Wanted that fastball up and up and away. Scotty's pretty good up and away. He's got solid power to right center. He's going to try a new pitch. Love to see this punch out here to finish off an inning and see that emotion from Jose Suarez. That's one of those things too. There's a sign to throw over. Suzuki puts a high target just in case Piscotty's looking back every once in a while. When you see a batter moving the bat, sometimes they're looking back to see where what maybe the glove location is. So now he's going to probably go something down.
Here's the sequence. 4 straight four-seamers, then the changeup. Interesting how he took the velo off the second pitch.
Still say, what is your best pitch? What pitch will you go to get an out? Get you through it. For me, it's going to be his changeup.
Slider's been working also. Well, Nevin gave him this opportunity. Can Suarez take advantage of it? Seth Brown at first. Swing and a miss. 7 strong for Jose Suarez and 8 strikeouts. That ties a career high.
And went the heater upstairs. You gotta love this from Phil Nevin and Suarez. The trust and the yes he gave him, and the yes he gives him back.
Love it.
I love the Boys and Girls Clubs because they help you believe that you can make it to the big leagues.
Big leagues of what? Law. Art. Construction. Baseball.
How'd you guess?
With the help of Major League Baseball, the Boys and Girls Clubs of America help kids make it to the big leagues of anything.
Every time he takes the field, he competes not only against the other team, but against the toughest adversary, himself. MLB Tonight, where the best outdo their best on MLB Network.
Mobile coverage cam. Jose Suarez striking out Piscotty. That's 7 strong. Nevin and the bench and the Halos loving that.
Love that. Talking to Matt Weiss too, seeing that, getting that hugs in there. Attacking the zone. Fastball up against Piscotty, a good fastball hitter, elevated fastball hitter. Gets it by him. Great effort by Jose southbound Suarez.
Everybody coming over. That's Matt Wise. You saw Jeremy Reed, hitting coach, also with the big hug. Everybody working together tonight. The 8 strikeouts tying a career high. Jose Suarez. We're in the top of the 8th, 1-0 Angels. A lot of zeros from both sides. The only run, a first inning bomb from Luis Rengifo. Two hits, 2 walks. That's it. That's all that Suarez allowed. Suzuki out towards left center field, and Chad Pinder has it. So there's one out here in the 8th. We'll give you a quick word from Kia.
Presenting Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable all-wheel drive SUVs.
Equally impressive, Cole Irvin. And his pitch count even more manageable than what Suarez accomplished, but he has not gotten any offense at all tonight. But the lefty from Yorba Linda in Servite High School having a nice night. And that's per usual for Irvin.
He is a strike throwing machine. Mentioned Mark Burley like pace. Just like him, a lot of strikes thrown. He of the perfect game.
Again tomorrow, Ohtani versus Caprillion. Seems like Shohei has matched up against the Oakland Athletics and had some big moments in his career.
Well, he had his first major league hit.
That's right.
Hit his 100th career home run.
We were right here. That's right. We talked about that baseball. I remember that night.
So a lot of big things. He took a perfect game into the 7th inning against him that start at home his first season.
He sure did. 1-2. Fouled away.
So basically we're laying the groundwork for an outstanding game. Make sure you watch it tomorrow, Halo fans. Possible history in the making for Shohei.
That's right. Popped up. Seth Brown, Nick Allen calls him off. He takes care of it. We have 2 away here in the 8th. This A's team, despite being over 500 since the break, a .327 winning percentage overall. That's the lowest since their move to Oakland in 1968. They're on pace for over 100 wins for just the 2nd time in franchise history. Sierra tries to get the bunt past Brown, and he makes a nice athletic play. So, Irvin goes 8 strong.
So you're good at hitting home runs, right?
I've never hit a home run in my life, but I've gotten close.
Oh, let's go. Let's try it out.
We're not leaving until I get a home run.
Oh! JoJo, you're so good. You're so young and you've done so much. What's your secret?
I think I just really love life, so I just pick my right foot up and then keep going.
Come on! Ah! That went over, right? It went over!
Freaking love baseball.
Using the old baseball stats only gives you part of the puzzle. But when we challenge ourselves using advanced tools and modern thinking, you'll see the bigger picture.
Challenge all things baseball with MLB Now, only on MLB Network.
Leading off, the second baseman, number 2, Nick Allen.
Everything, I mean everything was working for Jose Suarez tonight. Frenchie Bobby V, thanks a lot. Holding it down, doing a great job back in West LA at our Bally Sports Studios. Here's Aaron Luke, Gooby. A 2-year contract signed with the Angels in the offseason after a tremendous year with the Mets, and what an opportunity for him to do something great.
Yeah, getting a little bit better, more consistent. And Andrew Velasquez improving that defense in that shortstop position, putting Rengifo over third, Fletcher at second along with Walshy. That is a real good defensive infield.
So 8, 9, and 1 due up for the A's. They are down 1-0. Oh, and look, and welcome to Steven Duggar, who is now in left field making his Angels debut.
He can play in a number of outfield positions. He can cover some serious ground.
And with the injury to Mickey Moniak, Angels, even before the injury, had claimed Steven Duggar off of waivers after he was DFA'd by Texas. It's an outstanding outfielder pickup. Aaron Loop ahead of Allen, 0-2. Rengifo just moved over to third, trouble with it, quick throw, and he got him.
Still shows that great throwing arm. He can smile a little bit now, but he recovers with that arm strength.
Phew is all I will say.
And a fortunate bounce right back up. He was able to get the grip and a lot on the throw. Different hop. He's been playing second base, and all of a sudden you're over to third right away. The baseball finds you. You know what? Going back to slowing the game down, he didn't panic on that one. Still made a good throw.
Driven out towards right field, but flaring over to Taylor Ward. Well played off the bat, angled right to him. Bolt is retired, 2 away.
Number 77,
Well, now with 2 outs, it is Jonah Bride. He is 1 for 3. The 2 hits tonight. That's it for the A's. 2 hits, 2 walks. Jose Suarez pitched to Gem. Nice spot. Strike 1. Two down, bottom of the 8th.
Good changeup. I think you're starting to see Luke throwing more changeups. A lot of times when he had struggled, he threw a ton of cutters. So he still has his cutter and fastball and breakable, but his changeup is his pitch. I just love the target that Kurt Suzuki puts down there. He wants to make sure you don't miss upstairs when you're throwing a secondary pitch. Starts the target in the zone and then brings that glove down to give you the illusion that you want to make sure you keep that pitch down. Should be that fastball cutter in.
2-2. Ground ball. And that is handled easily by Fletcher. Luke comes in. That is a clean 8th and remains 1-0 Halos.
So a few months ago, I realized I was losing my hair, and then I found Hims.
And a licensed healthcare provider prescribed me this new spray. The results have been amazing. I only wish I'd started sooner.
Like if you could start yesterday, do that. Regrow your hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Visit 4hims.com.
Karsten Sabathia trains in Win Reality.
I love it.
So Karsten hits in reality. He trains in Win Reality.
I'm glad I'm retired.
He hits in reality. Train in Win Reality. Win in reality. See infinite game speed pitches, work on timing, pitch recognition, and get more hits. Train new school. Hit old school. Be ready for real. Win reality.
Hey, it's me.
The summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
Getaway sales event. Get away with a great deal only at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit myhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealers today. And by the OC Healthcare Agency. Build your healthiest self at angels.ocnavigatory.org. Lots of love tonight for Jose Suarez. 7 strong innings. A nice 8 from Aaron Loop. 1-0 Halos. We are now in the 9th, and Zach Jackson is on. Also Cole Irvin, give him credit. Tremendous outing.
And he was really on top of the game. He continues that incredible stretch he's on where no walks hardly. That's what, 20 straight games, 21 straight games.
Should be 21, 5+, no walks, or 2 or fewer, yeah.
He was a ground ball machine today. Suarez just a little better.
Fletch with a couple of knocks here at the Oakland Coliseum. Hitting over 400 in his career here. Highest batting averages with 100+ plate appearances ever here at the Coliseum.
Good swing on a fastball. After a swing like that, you're more likely he'll see a slider now from Jackson.
3rd round pick of the Jays in 2016, University of Arkansas, and he has been called upon quite a bit, just foul. .48 game and an ERA right at 3 on the button. Chase by Fletcher. Handled by Murphy. And there's one away here tonight. Have to tell you about MLB.TV. It's now just $64.99. Watch all out-of-market regular season games live or on demand. Plus MLB Big Inning. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Doobie, last time we were here, and you pointed out the Angels' record at the time, there was a bit of a possum issue. Guess what?
Is it back?
Yeah, it's still, there's still some possums here. And when I say here, I mean like directly behind us in our broadcast booth. Little stinkers.
Clever. You're a popular guy. That's why you have a lot of friends.
Patty and his possums. And Ryan Tepera. So if you're wondering who's going to try to close the deal, well, you're looking at him.
I like that swing there for Taylor Ward. He was thinking, all right, I'm trying to get that add-on run myself with that swing.
Jackson's 1-2. That misses 2-2. Mid-90s fastball.
But his bread and butter is slider, breaking pitches.
That's popped up. Elvis is under it. And 2 away.
Why not bookend right here for Rengifo? Home run in the first, home run in the ninth, just for fun.
I like the way
from
you're
the
thinking.
right side in the first inning, now from the left side in the ninth inning.
That would be awesome. I'm sure everybody down there in that Angels dugout's probably thinking the same thing.
I remember Kendrys Morales doing it as an Angel, both sides of the plate.
First and ninth?
I don't know about first and ninth, but both sides of the plate.
Okay, you know. You mentioned the first inning. It's worth another look for sure. What a swing.
434 swing. That baseball went 103 feet in the air. So it had some height and some distance for Geefy.
He's another young man, shows up to the yard every day, ready to go. He's never met a weight room he didn't like.
And tracking the baseball very well, too, at the plate. It's a tough pitch not to go after.
Lifted to right field and playable for Laureano. Here we go to the bottom of the ninth to pair on.
With the Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy.
What?
And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts.
Seriously?
Performances, too!
Oh, come on!
Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price.
Am I underdressed?
Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Hi, we're Warby Parker, and we're all about making vision care convenient. That's why we developed the Virtual Vision Test app. Use it to renew your expired glasses or contacts prescription from home with your phone in about 10 minutes. If everything looks good, a doctor will renew your prescription for $15. It's as easy as reading the eye chart at a doctor's office, except you're at home, on your phone, like you probably are right now. Download Virtual Vision Test today.
One nothing Angels. We are in Oakland. It has been outstanding pitching on both sides. Jose Suarez, 7 strong, in line for his 3rd straight win and 4th win on the season. We saw Brian Tepera's good buddy, Aaron Lute, pitch a clean 8th. And Chad Pinder, well, we have a pinch hitter. Tony Kemp is going to bat for Pinder. So Kemp pinch hitting, then Murphy, Laureano. This is the heart of this Oakland Athletics batting order.
We're going back to our Hyundai key for the game today. I get around. Rengifo got around on a pitch to give the early 1-0 lead, and the Halos on the mound and the defense trying to make that hold up.
Oh, that's lifted towards center field. Got a guy there. And Sierra has it. One down here in the ninth.
Now batting, the catcher, number 12.
So Tepera didn't get a borderline first pitch strike call, but got Kemp to fly out. Now this is a great matchup. Tepera, Murphy. I think for Ryan Tepera, Gooby, he likes these moments because there's an extra little bit of juice and adrenaline for him. This is why you play the game.
Always ultra competitive, loves this opportunity.
Ground ball, Rengifo. Velasquez, does he have enough? Oh, it's on the money! What a play! Velasquez, 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth.
That deserves a wow and a smile. He knew it was almost like it was routine. He made that look routine. And a handshake from Rengifo. What a play. It's almost as if Velasquez said, let it go. Because he brought his glove back. And he made that throw, and he made it look easy. That's an amazing play.
That's fantastic defense. So 2 outs, and it's Ramon Laureano. Angels looking to finish off a complete game shutout here. 2-hitter. 7 from Suarez, 1 from Loop, and 1 from Tepera for the save. Lifted out to left field. Steven Duggar, he's a new Angel, and he ends it. Light it up. Halos win 1-0 here in Oakland to take the opener. What a great game.
And 14th save of his career for Ryan Tepera. 2nd this season, and a big hug from Rengifo and Walsh slugging that play. The home run by Rengifo, Geefy. Home run in the first was all the scoring in the game. First 1-0 victory. Wow,
on the road.
A long time on the road.
Since 2018, the first 1-0 win of the season. And just the first overall since July of last year. Toyota player of the game, without a doubt, Gooby. It is this man, Jose Suarez.
He was in complete control. His pace was excellent. We even saw that throughout and maybe be able to explain how quick he was. 8 strikeouts tied a career high. 2 walks, his 2 hits allowed 3rd straight wins. No earnings. That is 0 earnings in his last 17 and a third. He is dealing southbound Suarez.
How about this little nugget for you and everybody listening? 2 hours and 14 minutes, game time.
Love it.
The home run hitter who crushed one in the first, standing by right now with Erica Weston.
All right, thanks very much, Patrick. Geefy, 434 feet, the longest homer of your career. You put some extra work in the weight room this morning or what?
Yeah, I do. Just go there and, have fun, and I hit the ball and I get it.
How much did you enjoy the splash to the face?
Yeah, good. It's really good. We made all made the homers, and I'm so happy for that. And then I get my splash in my face.
It looks like a lot of fun. You guys have been playing some nice defense lately. How much are you enjoying playing some clean baseball behind your starters?
Yeah, every single time when we come into the game, we're talking about play defense and push everything together to the win game, and have some fun, and you see the results.
It's coming together. Last one, your countryman, Jose Suarez, brilliant tonight, 7 innings. How impressive is it to share this moment with him in these outings?
It's great. It's great. I'm so happy for him. He's working hard too to throw the 7 innings, and it's fun. It's fun to see how he do it today, and we won.
It was fun to watch. Yeah. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Erica, great job. Hey, how about Nagua, Venezuela? Represent tonight with Luis Rengifo. and Jose Suarez both getting it done.
I love he says, hey, and we won. Can't say any better than that. Way to go, Geefy.
Gooby, that was a fun one.
Way to go, Patio.
All right, listen, we are back here at the Oakland Coliseum tomorrow, but you'll want to stick around for our Angels Live postgame show. Complete reaction with Frenchie, Bobby V, and E-Dub next.